Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 battle. This is round 1 of the Rise of Macedon tournament, paired against Peha. In this one of a paired match, I have the Greeks versus his Macedonians. So, the Greek army is pretty much your classic stereotypical Greek army. Lots of hoplites available. For mediums, only peltists, which are basically irregular foot but protected instead of lightly protected. A strong light infantry contingent if you want it, and terrible cavalry, light javelin horse, armored cavalry, veteran armored cavalry. The Macedonian army has a pretty similar light infantry contingent, a much superior medium foot contingent, Thureophoroi and Thracians, a small number of hoplites to support a large number of phalangites, which can pretty much smash through any of our hoplite units in a head-on battle. Pretty good cavalry wing. Light javelin horse. The prodromoi are kind of expensive, but they are superior light cavalry lancers. Armored cavalry, veteran armored cavalry, more importantly, Decisive. These can be used to slow down the advance of an infantry line or smash through light spear cavalry. So, my plan is to ignore the skirmishing phase, thus I brought no extra light infantry, and try to stretch out the line as far as I can with my large number of hoplites and my maximum contingent of cavalry to try to surround the Macedonian army and get flank attacks, because a veteran pike phalanx costs as much as 2 mercenary hoplites. Pike phalanx costs 30 points more than unit of citizen hoplites. So I'm going to try to avoid contact until I've extended out my line, and then go for a surround and get flanks before my center entirely collapses. That's the plan anyway. Next turn. Okay, well, if he's going to give me time to get set up, I will happily take it. Pretty short line. The Decisive are concerning if he uses them to zone of control lock me, but not too bad. Cretan archers, they'll be annoying as I won't be able to catch them easily, but it's not a big deal. I suppose I can shift my light javelin over to try to run them down. Next turn. Still no movement. Okay, then we'll keep stretching out. I'm concerned if he doesn't move forward at least a little bit, then he'll be anchored on this forest. So as I advance, I'll probably shift to my left to try to wrap around and hit this weaker right wing if possible. Next turn. Okay. Start the slow surround and see if that causes any reaction. Next turn. keep extending. Let's try to get behind with at least one of our light javelin horse. Send our greetings here. And let's withdraw and be ready to countercharge. Once we start coming under fire from the Cretans, we might need to hurry it up, but we can be lazy for now. Next turn. No movement. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we'll just sit here with these two units for the moment. I don't really care about wasting ammo on light cavalry anyway, because I don't really prefer to use them as missile troops when it comes down to it. I suppose these two cavalry units can try to circle around to get his cavalry to come after them. Do I come out more yet? No, I think I can wait. Next turn. Hit a long range fire, no big deal. I gotta push my armored cavalry behind. I'll let the veterans stick around to fight it out if they need to. And I think at this point we move up with everyone. Maybe stay out of close bow shot, or at least close direct bow shot. Okay. Next turn. Okay, we'll need to move into contact along his right wing if we can. General up here to give maneuverability to the rest of the infantry. Charge. Thank you very much. And push on. Let's take a risk. Okay, good. this unit would take a test because they're in charge range of the Zistoforoi. Okay, that's good. We want to delay contact a little bit here so that by the time it does happen, we're hitting him from the other side. That's the plan. You might end up blocking up my infantry advance with lancers. I'd be pretty hard pressed to do anything about it. Next turn. Alright, we won't be able to avoid contact very much longer. Maybe we can exploit this gap. Right, this is unfortunate. Oh well. Push past. Keep this up for now. We can break one unit free soon to help pin the Zistoforoi. And in the meantime, we can circle around and then enjoy a very bad impact. But hopefully we just stick it. Actually, no need for that. Good. Give them a shove. They evade off. That's fine. And shove them along. Maybe we catch them, maybe we don't. We don't. Shove the light cavalry along as well. Good. Oop. We'll need to not cover because the impact went so badly. And can't quite catch him. Too bad. Move our hoplites against his hoplites. Try to get our veterans with our general forward against the phalanx. Hold back a little bit here. Yeah. Okay. So, general contact along the whole line soon. Next turn. Too bad. Well, hopefully they pursue for a little while. Disrupt, no surprise. Oh, that's not bad. Oh! Also good. We set up a flank. Can't be prevented. I would have moved those lancers up sooner to try to slow down this hoplite line. Looks like he'll tear me up on this right wing, though. Oh, that's... Oh, I don't even know what to make of that. Huh. Well, we might as well get in. do the terrible frontal impact and set up a flank. Well, let's think about that. Give them a shove. They'll evade. That's fine. So really what we need is to... Oop. Oh, we can't. Alright, we're gonna have to settle for that. And then what? Let's put a command on here and get that cohesion drop. Held firm. Nothing for it then, pile on. They're disrupted, so charge. Good. We'll lose this combat. But we can hope to set up a flank and set up a flank. This is terrible. Oh yeah. Right, harass these lancers. Hopefully distract them from doing anything else dangerous to our line. This really doesn't matter, so run off here. And charge. Charge. Push past. Set up a flank attack for next turn. And set up... yeah, set up a flank attack. Push forward. Maybe catch them. Who knows? Absolutely not, apparently. Veteran armor cavalry. Zone them in. Do we... No, we have to just take a round of fire. Next turn. Too bad. Oh, that's unfortunate. Should bounce that. Yep. Good. All right. Well, I was hoping for that followed through. That's all right. Do we get pushed back here? No, we fall back. Okay. Lucky. Prepare to flank and prepare to flank. Good. Zone them in. So the primary zone of control of this unit is behind, so they can't fall back. Get out of charge range of these Protomoy as well. Next up, Why don't we general up on here? Threat of flank, charge. Good. Push, wheel, shove them along. It's fine. This is terrible, in fact. Yep. Try for a flank. We'll bounce it, worst case scenario. I suppose we're stuck canceling each other out here. Okay. I'm afraid we're going to run out of time here. Next turn. Yeah, that wasn't going to go well. Oh, most unexpected. Doubly unexpected. Those hoplites should have held against both units, but I suppose we gotta keep things interesting somehow. I'm not pleased, though. Everybody holds firm, do they? Well, pile on. Advance. Get that cohesion drop. They will evade, so that's pointless. Probably evade if we do this, right? Yeah. Alright, fair enough. We'll lose this unit for sure. Oof. Well, that buys a little bit of time. Okay, go for the break. 38. Held firm, but then we do this. That's more like it. Oof. Losing to light cavalry and a disruption. Yeah, this was a huge surprise. I mean, it's not impossible, it's just not very likely. Actually, we'll want to shuffle that way. Alright, well, barring rallies, that's a victory. Okay, so my opponent did not play through their last turn. But luckily, because of the slithering scoring system, where it just takes into account the current score, I do still get this counted as a victory for advancing onto round 2. So yeah, public service announcement. If you're playing in the official timed tournaments, please play all your turns. Moving on to this match itself, this is definitely the more challenging of the pair because of the impact power, and melee power for that matter, of the phalanx. The way around it was to kind of farm route percent from this weaker wing, where he simply had less units than me. And these cavalry were kept back too long. Granted, they pulled off some miracles against my hoplites here. Surprising, but it was too little too late. They would have been better off moving around, threatening my flanks, drawing off my men so that I didn't have as much of a numerical advantage here, or sitting in front of my line of hoplites, forcing them to charge lancers who would just fall back and maybe suffer disruptions or frags from infantry charging shock cavalry. Things didn't go particularly well for me on the right where his heavy hitters were, and I didn't quite have the same numbers advantage, but his moving to hit me where I was weaker there stretched out his line and allowed more of those flanks in. So, yeah, Greeks versus Macedonians, I think it does favor the Macedonians overall, but because of the sheer number of bases the Greeks can bring, especially given that I didn't really bring a skirmisher complement, you can get a lot of flanks in and kind of claw through a victory that way. So, let's see if this works. Guess not. A good game to my opponent, and till next time.